Hi, this is Mariah Gullo from The Hollywood Reporter, and I'm here with the lovely and talented Kathryn Hahn.
Oh.
Kathryn, it's so good to see you.
I know. Always a pleasure.
You're one of my favorite people. Since I've been working at The Hollywood Reporter, I've seen you more than most.
I feel like this is our, that's what we were just saying. It's like our check-in.
Yeah.
I know. I love it.
I love that we're talking, we're kicking off the holiday season.
Yes, already. Earlier and earlier, apparently.
Yes. We'll probably air this a little later than we're doing the interview, but yes, the holidays are upon us, and I started thinking about it. I think as soon as Mariah Carey announced her new Christmas campaign, because we also have Billboard here, so that's when I was like, oh my God, the holidays are upon us. That was August.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, I mean, she has one of the most famous Christmas songs of all time, and she always kicks off the holidays.
Santa Baby? Such a grandma.
All I want is
all I
you.
Want for Christmas is you.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like that was maybe in Love Actually. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm such a grandma.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but I have, I have this love of Halloween because it's spooky, scary things and scary movies. And then it goes into Thanksgiving, which I think is it's basically a food and family holiday.
Yes, fine.
And then Christmas comes, which is actually the thing I love the most about Christmas is the crazy movies. Scrooged is one of my favorite movies. National Lampoon's Christmas Story.
Mm-hmm. National Lampoon's, exactly.
Yeah. So you have Bad Moms Christmas coming up. Is there a lot of pressure, kind of becoming part of that holiday tradition? Have you done a Christmas movie before?
Have I? I don't think I have. I love them, though. I don't think I have. I mean, we knew, after the first one, and we were so excited that so many people showed up for it, and there was this awesome audience of mamas that were just craving something like that. It became an event for the mamas and a lot of humans that when there was whispering of a sequel and we heard it could be holiday themed, I think we all were of course, there's no other time of year that would be perfect for people to get the hell out of the house and blow off some steam, especially you're so busy making magic for everybody else in your life that you forget it's Oz behind the curtain, trying sweating, scrubbing the dishes, whatever.
Yeah.
It's it's always, it's what I always think too, I've been able to I have partnered up with Febreze again because they have a holiday campaign, which I love. One of the best things about the holidays for me are those candles that
yes,
pumpkin.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
This pumpkin spice candle.
Well, see, look at now you have a pumpkin spice candle that also hides odors.
Do you
exactly?
Do you like playing that voice?
This voice?
Yeah,
I do. Are you kidding me? Also, no joke, I love that smell so much.
Yeah.
That's kind of my whole house is and also anything that will help a mom just or anybody just be able to just light the candle, leave the just leave the dishes, hang out with your family, just doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a little allowance for all of us to kind of enjoy this season a little bit and not freak out.
I love scented candles. For a while I was trying incense. It's overpowering. But anytime you go into a room where a scented candle's been burning, you're always oh, what's this? Yeah. As opposed to incense, it's are you practicing Buddhist or what's happening?
Exactly. Yes.
I actually love incense, but I like it outside. It's overpowering.
Like it too. Exactly. This is you know what I mean? Be sustainable. Don't buy a Christmas tree. Get we have a pine tree scent. There's all sorts of.
Oh, yeah.
I just love that smell, though. I just love this. Yeah, the pumpkin smell, and then you feel then you don't even have to make a pie. Just light the candle, and then.
So what is Halloween like for your family? You have some kids who are the perfect Halloween age.
And we just moved to a place, apparently a street that's crazy Halloween land. You know what I mean? They block it off, so we have to really kind of do it up. My son wants to be Colonel Sanders, which makes me really happy. And my daughter wants to be a goth Juliet, but I think it's because she wants to wear purple lipstick, which I'm down with.
Nice.
And I don't know, my husband and I might be, I'm always a pilgrim. It's so boring. I got it from Party City 10 years ago and I still wear it.
Do you like to put on the persona of a pilgrim?
Of a pilgrim?
Yeah.
I do. I actually am really into it. Because I also love the Amish, so there's something about that kind of like Shaker-esque look that I'm like really kind of down with. It's very Celine and minimal.
That's true. It's got like a kind of an
kind of
Issey
like
Miyake sort of.
Yes, esoteric, kind of like,
it.
it's just kind of like a very simple vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm into it. No zippers.
Excellent.
And
then
Witness fantasy come true.
Oh my God, Harrison Ford.
Forget it.
In Witness.
I love the Amish.
Please.
Love the Amish.
Have you ever spent any time in Pennsylvania?
Well, I grew up in
country?
Ohio, very close to. There's like a German Amish.
A nice day trip.
Yeah, like the Burton, Ohio, as we would go to, and all this. And I used to love it. There was a Frosty Freeze that we would pull up to and see a lot of like families would get out of their buggies, and I was like, oh my God, I love it. I had such a crush on these Amish boys. It was like, I don't know why. It's like my little.
Because they can build barns.
It was like my little house on the prairie.
Raise a barn.
Fantasies come true. So they can raise a barn. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No zippers.
Yeah. No zippers. I feel like I grew up in like the New England area, so I feel like there is like something really special about the holiday season when you're in that kind of northwest United States where there's the leaves changing, and there is that tradition of
fall,
the pilgrimy tradition.
There's something too that just feels like, I don't know. The older I get, the more like kind of, just trying to like make our own family like memories now, and knowing how fast it's going with just like they're growing up so fast. It's like that there is a definite like, for as kind of apathetic as I am to certain like holidays or kind of like culture, there is something about the holidays that is so nostalgic for me, and so deep and so sensory. You know what I mean? Like it is like you're so right. Like the smell of the tree and like taking out the ornaments and like I love like a huge, dirty, chaotic family feast. Like I love a big like groaning table with friends and like sugar hide kids and like shirts untucked and like I love it so much. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. The more I'm talking about, the hungrier I'm getting too.
I know, right?
Exactly.
What are your favorite like holiday foods to make?
And we got anything. I mean anything. Like I love it. I'm from Ohio, like I said, so it's like a green bean casserole for me, and it's like nothing like a can of cream and mushroom soup. And a turkey. I mean, all of it. We like we always have to have the homemade cranberry sauce and then the cranberry sauce that has the rings from the can.
Right, the two different kinds of cranberry sauce. We
have
that
to
as well. Yep.
Because some people just like
some people like the jelly. Disc. Some people like actual cranberries.
Exactly. Febreze has a really good cranberry smell too. Nice. I'm just going to slip that in there. It really does. It's delicious. I'm getting so hungry thinking about all of this.
Your last Febreze campaign was around the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of reaction from people about
I thought it was so. That's why I love like working with them because I just think they're like creative and hilarious and it makes sense to me and a lot of it. I had a couple friends that were like, "Was that your voice?" I was like, "It was." That's so terribly exciting. My kids were very excited to have mommy around any sort of poop joke. My kids were very excited. And it's kind of awesome that the campaign is live naughty, smell nice, because it's true. It's like just how do you just not worry about like how can you just take some of that pressure off yourself, especially for the holidays. We need some magic too.
Let's talk a little bit about Bad Moms Christmas. Yeah. Okay, so one of the things that I love the most about this movie is that your characters' moms are now involved, which means you bring in this murderer's row of actresses.
Goddesses.
What was that like?
I mean, it's so fun. I think Kristen put it so well yesterday. It was like it's like now we get to be the rebellious moms and the rebellious teenagers like at the same time because it's a whole different dynamic when your mom, like, I mean, those goddesses are incredible. Cheryl and Christine and Susan Sarandon.
Yes.
My mom in this. It's bananas. And she's so fantastic. And game and smart and woke and authentic. And I just had, like, it was just such a pleasure. She was, like, such a great improviser. And, it's hard for me that there'd be certain, like, I would be in scene with her and I was like, Dead Man Walking. Like, I'd see flashes of all her work. I was like,
yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like, you forget, like, she's such a goddess. And Thelma and Louise. Like,
I know.
I was like ball thinking about like how important those movies have been in my like the fabric of who I am as a not just like a creative bird but like a woman, a human.
Yeah, and that she's a cultural icon.
Yeah, and that she still just marries her like herself with her art in a way that's like always inspiring to me and a real turn on. She's a goddess. She really is. And I knew that like especially for Carla's mom, that it would whoever it was going to be, there's only one person in the world that would make this character feel small, and that would be her mom. And so I was like, who would it be that it could possibly make her feel like a little bit small? Yeah. And of course, it's Susan Sarandon. And we have like a totally boundaryless, like perfectly like awful kind of like sibling relationship. Like she's not really a mom.
Right.
It's perfect.
That's great.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. Did you have any? I had this moment once where I was doing a photo shoot with Iggy Pop, and he just started talking about his life, and we all just got quiet and listened. Did Susan ever mention any of her classic movies while on set?
Yeah. We had some Thelma and Louise talks. We had some like, I mean, I just was like.
Yeah.
You take a moment. Get enough. I was like trying to be like, because it's tricky. Like God, you're intimidated by that body of work. It's incredible. Some of these people, but then like you're in scene with. I'm never really intimidated when I'm in scene with somebody because it's like it's an equal playing field, and she was so just available. We had two. I just feel like we found our chemistry so fast, and it was just easy. Yeah. And just to like pal around with her in Atlanta was like. Dreamy.
You and Susan were both nominees for Emmys this year.
Yeah, crazy exciting.
What was that night like for you?
Oh, it was so like dreamy. I mean, it was went with my hubby. Like the day was so sweet getting ready. My daughter made tickets to the Emmys. She kept calling it the Emmys. It had like a menu. It made everybody a huge cheese plate, like the glam team, and
nice.
We had music and like it was. So, I will hold that day to my heart forever, and just to be that close to the magnificent Kate McKinnon giving her acceptance speech was like the dreamiest. She's incredible. Yeah. So it was just like to be anywhere near those humans, playing a rabbi that's had a miscarriage. To be anywhere included in that list was just crazy dreamy.
Yeah, I mean, I like really appreciated the diversity of all the
Loved
nominees.
it.
How many
the winners, just
how
to
many
see
kinds
that.
of roles were nominated.
I know. It was pretty extraordinary.
Even though SNL is kind of a juggernaut, they were.
Well, it was also
presenting strong.
Well, they had a really amazing and imperative year. Thank God for that show because we just needed it. And it was like it was so exciting to see that kind of comedy as like a cultural, like it was, we needed it so badly. And it was crazy exciting. It was interesting though because you're right, it was like the first time it felt like those labels of like the categories started to like bulge out and like not be able to contain the work that was being recognized. Yeah. I was really excited to be there this year, for sure.
Yeah, it's just interesting to see where television is going. Just within all of the content being made, but also within what the community thinks is important.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I know, and
something good is happening here.
No, it feels like exactly. I mean, Elizabeth Moss, like. Just that show has been like which I was such an enormous fan of and devoured. Although I guess I couldn't devour it, right? I had to watch it every week. Which
Did you watch? You watched *Handmaid's Tale* every week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was actually very helpful because that show was so intense. It was actually like
it gives you a little nugget of hope at the end, so that you're not completely depressed.
So you're just not like one night of just like, oh my Lord. Yeah, it was, and actually you needed that like week to like. Before like jumping in. But they were also incredible. Yeah, really exciting time for sure. Just to see like we always like the protagonism is like shifting is just very exciting and also clearly a reflection and a answer to what's happening
Yeah. There's a cause and effect happening.
Yes.
You had a scene in Bad Moms Christmas with Justin Hartley, who is here. We interviewed him for This Is Us. Super sweet guy, super happy.
Angel.
Very, very happily engaged man.
Yes.
Tell me about your scene with him.
Honey, I'm going to tell you, that was the first day that we had met. I mean, when we did the read-through of it, we knew that this particular scene was going to be difficult to get through. And we just innately, he was so game and made it so easy. I mean, if that person or part had like, if it just pushed the gas a little too much, leaned into like what it was, like the like sex of it or the ham of it, like he just hit a tone like right out of the gate that just was so perfect. Yeah, he was a terrific surprise. Yeah, it's a love story for the ages between Carla and Ty, I think.
Yes, and
very romantic and tender.
No spoilers or anything, but the scene is raunchy.
Yes, it's
naked, and you're not the one who's
very
naked.
Tender.
Very tender.
Very heartfelt.
Tell me what are you looking forward to people seeing the most about this movie?
Oh my gosh, just like another awesome. I mean, I'm just excited for everybody to have like just an awesome escape again, and I think it's like I said, like there doesn't seem to be another time of the year that feels more imperative to just like get out and take a break from trying to make it perfect and just relax and enjoy, especially like it's just everything's moving at such a crazy fast speed right now, and all this stuff is nonsense. You know what I mean? Like the rap, but really it's just like how do you spending time with your family, chosen or otherwise, and taking care of yourself, a little bit of self-care, I think.
Yeah. I have a couple of questions for you. It's called First Best, Last Worst.
Okay.
First job that made you think, I've made it.
I played Lily Lebowski, the grief counselor, in the morgue.
In Crossing Jordan.
On a show called Crossing Jordan. And that was they wanted me to come out for like a couple episodes. And then it turned into a series regular, and that was pretty
That's what
exciting.
got you to move out to LA,
That's what
right?
got me to move out to LA, yeah. Kind of kicking and screaming. It took me a long time.
Best Christmas movie that always makes you happy?
Oh, I love Christmas stories so much. I grew up in Cleveland, and I remember that house is still there now. It's a museum, apparently, but I love everything about that movie. I love it so much. That mom.
Yes. Yes. Last Christmas present you gave where you were like, nailed it.
Oh, gosh.
I know it's hard to remember.
You know, we got
anymore.
last year was really cute. My son and I did like a little secret mission to get his little sister and my daughter a betta fish for Christmas, and we were like, those like fighting fish.
They're so beautiful.
They're beautiful. Named Fluffy now because of its clearly appropriate name for a fish. But we had it was the cutest little secret agent mission where we had to keep it in a bowl in his closet on the floor for a couple days before Christmas. So he was in on it. It was from him. But that was really fun. And he would go in and check on Fluffy every 5 seconds in his closet.
Oh, that's cute. That's a really involved gift, and it's cool.
And then I was like, please make it to the morning, Fluffy. Yeah. It would be so bad if she came down that stairs and there was just a bowl with a dead fish in it.
Or no big Christmas gift.
Just be like, oh God, Fluffy died overnight. Yeah.
Worst Thanksgiving food disaster. And this could be...
Oh, last year, our first, so that's easy. First Thanksgiving in our new house, and we were having all these people over, like an orphan Thanksgiving, and we were like, you guys, if you just each bring a side and some wine, we got the turkey, and then our stove didn't freaking work. Like, we had never turned it on before.
Ouch. That's a very LA Thanksgiving disaster.
But I know. And so my husband is like running around to a friend's house to be like, turn your stove up to 425. Right. I mean, so everyone was warming upside. Just actually was the cutest.
Yeah.
It was really, really sweet. That was a disastrous Thanksgiving. I mean, it was just hilarious and chaotic. With a kid our new house, a kid had kicked a shoe through the window by accident, through the window within like the first 15 minutes. It was like, it was amazing. Yeah.
Next year, no kids allowed for Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, could you imagine? My daughter's already, because she's takes after her mother, has already made the place settings. I mean, the little place cards. She's micromanaging
so Is there a kids table?
Yes, but she's micromanaging everything. She's like, when we have our party, and I was like, okay. what happens. Hilarious. Micromanaging.
Nice.
She's cutting out leaves for a centerpiece.
Oh,
It's 2 months away.
so cute. Do you think she's gonna cry if anything goes wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Yes, get the grief counselor on hand.
Oh my Lord. I know. Hilarious.
You participated in our comedy actress roundtable.
Yes.
Do you have any kind of thoughts or impressions since that's happened?
Oh my God. I mean, I learned so much that day. I mean, those women were amazing. And just hearing, you just Emily Rossum talk about like her, sticking up for herself for equal pay with her co-star, and how, of course, he was the first one to support it as well. And just it was an amazing day. A really, really interesting day. I mean, change is happening, but it's still not. That's interesting. I'm just even hear Minnie Driver being like, "What happens when you stick up and fight for what you want, and there's 1,000 people behind you, and you're like, I know. What do you do? Like it's crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that your collaboration with Jill Soloway is one of those kind of beautiful marriages between, an actress and somebody. I mean, I would say that you're kind of her muse, and I think that we'd like to know that you're doing more work with her. Is there anything in the works? I mean, obviously there's Transparent and I Love Dick.
I mean, I feel like we have our like creative conversation we're just like in the middle of it. You know what I mean? And like this long, like I still do feel like we have so many places to go, and they are my like deepest home, Jill Soloway, creatively, for sure. And I love the questions that we're asking, and I love the, I love it. So yeah, we're definitely in the middle of I hope to be like a long and fruitful collaboration. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, as long as women in Hollywood keep sticking up for each other and supporting each other, and hopefully from the Comedy Actress Roundtable you have gained some comrades.
Oh my God, for sure. That was such a beautiful and blessed day. And I was really, really super, super flattering. And like you said before, like just the like breadth of just like the breadth of content, like that there was a woman on a network show, a woman that like wrote, directed, and starred in every episode of her like lifestyle. Another woman that's like so it was just an amazing group. Really inspired. Really inspiring.
Yeah, excited to see what everyone does, and really excited to see Bad Moms
Oh,
Christmas.
thank you.
Kathryn,
it's a pleasure, honey.
Thank you so much for being here.
You angel face.
Oh.
Thank you. So good.
Yeah.
So good. Always a pleasure. I hope I get lipstick on you.
No, it's fine. Oh, Kathryn Hahn. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.